My name is Gary Brown. I'm Fire Chief of the City of Hayes. I'd like to talk today a little bit about Christmas holiday fire safety. And Christmas is a wonderful holiday, and family and friends get together and enjoy each other, and there's gifts, and it's just a wonderful time, but unfortunately it's also a time with increased fire dangers. Christmas decorations are festive and beautiful, but sometimes they can be a fire hazard. Christmas tree fires are not common, but when they do occur, they're very serious. So we have some suggestions for a fire-safe Christmas holiday we would like to share. Number one, now is the time to check your smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms and make sure they work properly. And avoid the temptation on Christmas morning of stealing the batteries out of your smoke alarm to power that toy that you forgot to get a battery for. I've actually had a fire that occurred in a home where that happened. So keep your smoke alarms working. It's important to have that early warning when you're asleep in your house. Choose decorations that are flame resistant or flame retardant whenever possible. Keep candles away from decorations and other combustibles. Blow out your candles before you leave your house or before you go to bed at night. Keep small children and pets away from candles. If your house is anything like my house was when we had little kids there, the living room on Christmas morning becomes a sea of wrapping paper and cardboard boxes. Can you imagine a candle in that environment catching fire and how fast that would go? Christmas lights in good condition. If your lights are flickering, your sockets are loose, the wires are frayed, that's dangerous. Please don't use those. Go buy some new Christmas lights. And most important, don't overload electric circuits. Usually the light strings tell you how many light strings you can connect together before you overload that string of lights, the fuses and that. Avoid blocking doors with Christmas trees. If a fire does occur and you need to get out, you'll need that doorway and the tree will be in the way, and that's not going to help. If you're using a natural tree, pick one that's fresh. Give it the bump test and make sure that the needles don't fall off too easily. And cut off the bottom 2 inches of the trunk so that the tree can absorb the water. And when you put it in the stand, make sure that the tree gets plenty of water. A lot of those trees will empty the water in the stand every day. So check the water in the tree every day. And then get rid of your tree promptly. Get it out of your house before it becomes a dried out fire hazard. Obviously, keep natural trees and decorations away from fireplaces and space heaters. Be sure to use fireplace screens so you don't have, like the fire chief has had, a burning log roll into his living room and set the carpet on fire. That truly happened to me. I was fast picking it up and throwing it back in there, but there was still a big melted hole there. Pay attention to cooking. I mean, there's a lot of cooking during the holiday season and a lot of distractions, so pay attention to cooking, but most importantly, keep combustibles away from the stovetop. You get all this cooking going on, and people get hot mitts and dish towels and things like that, and it ends up getting close to the stove and catching fire. So just pay attention to that. Large deep ashtrays for smokers, but if your fireplace, your smoking material the ashes need to be discarded in a metal container. We periodically go to the blue poly carts that burn up because people dump ashes in them. People put ashes in cardboard boxes and put it out in their deck, and that catches fire and burns their deck. So just put the ashes in a container. Consider giving smoke alarms and carbon monoxide alarms to people who don't have them for Christmas. A lot of us have young college students that are out on their own for the first time, young couple that's bought their first house or whatever. Make sure they have working smoke and carbon monoxide alarms, and feel free to wrap those up as Christmas gifts from Santa. Call 911 promptly if a fire occurs. The police department, the fire department, EMS are all having crews on duty, ready to serve, and obviously time is a big enemy for us. So don't delay. Call 911 right away. Don't feel like you're somehow impeding our holiday. We're here to serve, and we want to get called promptly.